Let's talk about pressing as a movement concept used by working people. Pressing is any movement that involves, pressing into something and exerting some force. So here's a couple examples of some very common pressing motions. One is any motion where you're scrubbing. Scrub, washing windows, scrubbing toilets, mopping floors, anything where you're having to put a little elbow grease in there, I would consider a pressing motion. You also have something like using a drill. Looks like I'm out of battery, but if I was to use that drill, I have to do sort of a pressing motion. Some other examples are, if I were to use sort of like a knife to cut something with a knife, I would consider that to be a pressing motion. And maybe like scraping or using sandpaper. All of those are pressing motions. And the key with all of these is that you have to have good shoulder stability. You have to get your body in a good position to have the best leverage to do that motion. And usually that's going to be bringing your center of gravity closer to the point at which you're going to be applying the force on whatever the object is. And then I think something else that's probably recommended to do whenever possible is to try to use both sides. Because this is a motion where we'll default to always going to the dominant side. But if you're doing a repetitive motion like this that involves pressing, try to switch it up. Try to use both sides.